Shalom. My name is Simcha, and I'm the Holy-culturist. I come to you currently from New Paltz, New York. I am a nomad. I am an earth woman. I am a Jew. I am an artist. I am a doula. I am a ceremonialist. I'm a ritualist. I'm a Kabbalist. I'm an elementalist, and I'm a storyteller. I'm a teacher. I'm a student of this thing called life, and I claim the role wholly-culturist. That everything is whole and holy. You can find me at thiswhollylife.com. Holy spelled weird, with wholeness and holiness smushed. So whole and holy, WHOLLY, thiswhollylife.com. And I'm currently broken up with Instagram. I know at some point I'll need to go back to it, or I feel like I get to heal that relationship and recreate it. But right now it's just all war and hatred and separation and who's right and who's wrong. And as a Holy-culturist, I like to sit in the space between. And the only way I can do that is by tending to my nervous system. So how I serve this world is by putting myself in boundaries, so that I can really be open in a vessel and amuse and create music and be the stand-up comedian when I'm the stand-up comedian, or the crier, or the holder of your hand, or whatever it is. And so how people work with me is I have a private space that is donation-based, as you pick your scale or whatever, so I can be more accessible for people. There's 3 different price points, and I'm also open for sacred trades. It's you propose the trade. I'm a sacred economist, so, I do that. I do donation-based readings. Again, it's on sliding scale so that people pay what they can based off of the experience. And I also have a Substack where I have a writing community and space where there's more of the recordings being shared and the writings. My private membership space gets the Substack as well, but the Substack is more of an observer, supporter, someone that's not working so closely with me but wishes to still have access to the resources and the things that I'm creating, with the sharings of the recordings of the online gatherings and the more intimate shares of my experience of life, and whatever that is. And I am really coming here in awe in this moment, because I have been gifted this experience of coming east. I spent the whole summer in Mount Shasta on a mountain with all the earth people, and shout out to my sister Wolfback, and really just did ceremony every day and practiced, and whether it was ecstatic dance, drum circle, or our designated band practice time that we created, or if it was us just going to the headwaters and it becoming some esoteric experience. Like, there's something about the study that we did this summer of living on the land and staying cool in the summer. And I heard to be a bridge, and I heard go east once the earth cools down. And it was scary coming here to the northeast for winter. I'm in a journey of recovery with my body, and not get into super long story, but it is a beautiful disaster of a story. But I'm in recovery for disordered eating and bulimia. I almost ended it with bulimia, and I had a spiritual awakening. I'm also in sobriety for alcohol, and I do practice with plant medicine, and I'm a holder and facilitator and gatherer in that, and mostly with mushrooms. I guardian in others, but mushrooms is where it feels most home to facilitate and hold space. But in the journey of this process, it's been how to return to my body, and how to be the type of human that I am. The type of human that I am is just really spiritual, and to take responsibility of when I'm really connected and really embodied, what channels through me is like fucking intense. It's intense for life. And one of the things that I've been tapping into as I have been getting stronger and on my journey of being a nomad is I've been stepping into death doula and holding space and bringing people, bringing people back to life. And brother Ron had a heart attack and he started a trance drum circle prayer thing, and he almost died, and I saw it, and I was kicking him back in his body, like I'm having these experiences of things that I can't necessarily talk about so socially in platforms. So that's why I have these private spaces. But I've been having these experiences of feeling like I have some sort of certification in being a death doula. I call myself a death doula. Yeah, I didn't do some certification process where I just have these codes I receive. People come to me to be brought back to life, and I've been bringing myself back to life, and I've done this many times, and I've held space for this, and I've lost so many people, and I know when they get lost, they come into my, like, it's a very interesting door gate keeper thing I have going on. And I've been sitting ceremony in the East and doing more somatic work, and that's something that I really love to do. And last night, I'm a part of, I'm staying at a place that we're turning into a place for community and ceremony. And we had our like welcome home, like it was a three of us leading a performance, and it turned into song and a bunch of breath work and voice work and sounding work, and then I led the movement piece, and then my body bursted in a performance, and the muse dancer came out, and I didn't even, I know she's there, but I didn't know she was gonna come out, and I've been able to see for the next one, I think I might be in motion the whole time with different props. Like, how can I be in movement during these things? And so that's been unfolding to hold space for the space between, to hold space for divinity, to hold space for people to receive from God, and I am working with my sister Tara Samdani at this spot. It's her family land, and her voice is fucking epic and esoteric, and like, I mean, I felt like I had my own journey last night with my own voice, my own drumming, my own motions, and between the two of us, it feels like we're working on unlocking things by being the performers of the prayer, and holding space for people to lean into what we're doing, and knowing that what we're doing is making that big of a ripple into these people's bodies. Because as soon as we started moving, it heated up. It heated up real quick as I started directing people. And then we knew to bring it down, and then it really expanded, and then my body went, and then it got really hot again, and then it was interesting to see different people see the channels that are coming through and how they were digesting the channels, what they were getting out of our channels. And so as I've been studying this, I'm like sitting here being like, what the fuck do I do with this? Project before this was sitting with my sister Gina and her family, and it turned into a whole drum circle with the whole family of people never having drummed before and them having a blast, and a lot of like bringing up the child. So there's like this rebirth thing happening, and this next project of going to New York is to sit Shiva, and I'm gonna go to Shabbos in New York, and I'm gonna go sit Shiva with a family that I went to the wedding and met the family of a sister that I met in Florence, and this sister and I have been through it together. Like, this is sister. I'm so humbled by this next project, and coming out of this space of just praying for hours with people, and now I get to go sit Shiva. I really get curious of what I'm going to bring, because if there's an opportunity to bring that expression, I wish to bring it so. And I'm going with a backpack, but that doesn't mean, what's the project? and to think about where my sister and I have been. When she got married, it was when I decided I was getting divorced. And I just started teaching, and I had to like go to the principal and be like, I know there's a rule that you can't take time off for the first 90 days or whatever of a first year teacher. I don't really care. This was like planned. You're not paying me enough. I'm going. Like, I need to show up for her. And it's important for me to show up to this thing. If you think me, move like as I'm like living in a van teaching her high school, if you think I want to go to a wedding right now, that's like the last thing my body wants to do. So this is much deeper than that. I'm going. And he was just like, yeah, okay. Like it was that type of thing. But I was skinny and I was sick. And I was on my way out of my marriage to really go in isolation and die. Oh, excuse me. And so having that be part of Laura's and I's relationship, when there's a previous one in Florence, Italy, where we met, and a previous one when I lived in New York, and a previous, like we've been in so many different places together, in times together, in lives together, I feel like. And now to show up for the mother in love, I don't like saying that law thing, like the mother in love, who I really connected at her wedding. Like I even though I was really sick, I knew I was on my way to healing. Her mother came up to me, her mother-in-law came up to me and thanked me for coming in. They had this badass band doing like punk rock versions of 90s songs, and I just went in there and started dancing. I was also the bridesmaid who like climbed up a tree to grab an apple to eat. So I also was like being Simcha, but she came up to me and thanked me for just being in such celebration. Being in such celebration, because she just really wanted to celebrate that she was like fucking pumped that her son was marrying this badass woman. I was like, I mean, like, fucking, it's mad. It's Laura mad. Like, fuck yeah. Yes, please. And so there was a whole new freedom into the space based off of whatever was happening. And so now I'm going back out of a celebration of a union. And Laura, since I get to meet her daughter, Shoshana. And this is being funded for me to show up, because Laura reaches out and says, I just got this news of the passing of the grandmother and of mother-in-law's mother, and there's this moment of mother becoming orphan, and like when our generation gets to become sister with the above generation because their parents are passing. All my friends are older than me, and I feel the same sense of Laura, of like this, like we go to the mothers and we want to take care of the mothers and be with the elders in a way, and she reached out to me in a voice message, like, I don't know why I'm feeling called, but I need you here. And I need you to come. And what do I need to make that happen? I was like, okay, well, gas and tolls and what, like all of that. And I can take the train in and I can have Shalom stay at Gina's. Like, it takes a fucking village. And, since my car is like not running and of course, Gina's like, I'll just come get you. And people are just like showing up in a beautiful way in the name of service. And I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed. And the fact that I can hold space and do these things is that I'm doing is because people are listening to the response to create something, to recognize some moment of life. Whether it's the gathering that Gina and I are now planning to have at New Year's, like to have an actual space, like fuck us ignoring New Year's. Okay, we're doing a thing. Everyone's going to be occupied. Why not actually hold space, do donation-based gathering and have people show up, and we'll just hold space and we'll do drum circle and we'll do some dancing and we'll have a potluck and we'll have oracle time and we can do year-long readings and we can hopefully make money and and make community and like really be abundant and meet who our next collaborators are, and like whoever just bought the deck for me, and be like, okay, great, and now I want the thing that you do, like that's what we're here to do, is this sacred exchange. I'll show up at the pot. Like, what would that be like to have a New Year's celebration of everyone offering their gifts and exchanging money, and making it something to create some wealth and intention, and have everyone have, I want a medicine bag to carry all my sacred tools in. I want some new, I want some clothes that fit me. I would, like, what kind of exchanges can we do? And what kind of sacred space can we hold? And so this is such a whirlwind of all these different moments and places. This is why I put it on my Substack for my paid subscribers. And I guess I just get to cancel that first part because it was like an intro of sorts. But if you want to join the membership space, that is a place to be. But what feels like my life right now is all of the things that are happening. It's interesting to realize I might just need to share my story a little bit to inspire what could be possible. But for the girl that didn't think I could ever be in a city, I'm now gonna go with a backpack into New York City. And then I have a couple of gatherings that are being created here in New Paltz, and then in New Jersey again. And then I just got offered to be with a sister who is a birth and death doula, to do a year-long cycle with people of being trainers, and helping out around there and being there with her and her family. And that felt really good. That feels really good. Like, I am so humbled by these invitations. And this wouldn't be possible if I didn't let go of what I thought I needed, like a place to live. Look at this cool owl I found here. Or a working van right now. I never thought, like, what happened in Slabs? I lost everything. I never thought that I would be this unattached to things. I was like, and I had to talk with God. I was looking at all my stuff, and I was like, do I let it all go? Do I just go to a backpack? And then I bet I have a lot of instruments now. Everyone keeps giving me drums. Look at this new drum. Love, Gina, this witch got a new shamanic drum, 'cause my other one looks like this. Do I have guts to share this with the whole world? Who knows? We'll see. Okay. Who has the guts? Okay. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so I was talking to God. And the littlest fiddler on the roof. I was talking to God and asking him if I'm supposed to be on foot or in a suitcase, like my friend Meredith. Shout out Meredith. Fucking beautiful nomad. And earth human. I don't know what people call it themselves. And okay. And I was curious, and then I was having all these phone calls with all these other people, kind of planning out stuff. And I'm starting this thing, Walking with the Elements, with my friend Cass, who's the elementalist based in Boise, who I stayed with before and after summer. In between those calls, I called my parents to let them know what was going on. And it turned into a lot of concern, and it was a beautiful conversation. And my mom was like, hold on, Dad's about to be in here. And my dad said, like, okay, great, well, let me know, and don't worry, I'll pay for it. Because I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm like already thinking of like, how am I going to have this money to do the thing? Like, I don't expect that. And I'm so humbled because I forget to share my life with my parents, because I just come from like, I need to be sovereign. I need to be sovereign. I need to be sovereign. And I am like I'm breaking even and I'm like scrounging by. And this is my act of like being abundant, is sharing my story and putting myself out there. Fuck, I have to put this on the main space. Do I do this in YouTube? If you guys know how to make this thing happen, if you enjoy this and how people would follow along and enjoy these other spaces, I'm totally open. But I'll just show you my Shrek. Okay. And I was talking to my mom and dad after my dad said that, and I was like, Mom, wow, I didn't know, I was not expecting, wow, I'm so grateful. And I was like, I was thinking like, okay, well, I can, like, I'm grateful I have this space. I have this space that I'm in. I'm not going to do a tour on this one. That's another time. I have this space and I have a wood stove, and I spent hours stacking all this wood that was dropped off. You know, I'm working on the land to stay here. I'm painting, I'm renovating this place, I'm making this place livable. A lot of mouse crap in here that I think why I'm sick too. It's cleaner now. We're getting cleaner every day. Anyways, Earth life. And I'm just speaking to the gratitude. And Gina's coming to get me, and I'm going to New York City, and I'm gonna be sleeping at my sister's place. What the fuck? It's so cool. And then I'm gonna spend some time on my way back. And I got invited to like this my brother Lakai's shamanic teaching this weekend. It's a virtual thing. I should link all this stuff that I want to do on Sunday. And there's so many beautiful things happening that, like, yeah, my car doesn't work, but like I could ask for a ride from Tara or someone else to go get food, and I have EBT, and you know, like I have made some money and I still have some, and I'm not like, I don't need anything, right? I mean, I need to get food tomorrow, but I don't really need anything. There's wood outside. Like, I got to take a shower the other day, and there is access to that stuff. I'm always hesitant because I'm just like, it's like someone else's personal space, and I'm just new. It takes me a while. And my mom was like, I would never have you be without your home. We would never allow that to happen. Like, they were like proud of my home. I'm gonna cry. Because there was a time when like, they're like, that's a dumb idea, you know, and like, then finally they're like, okay, we support you. Because I loaned money from my parents and took out my 401k and just was like, okay, this is the last thing, and you know, this is all I got, and I guess I'm gonna be homeless, you know, like I just had no other options in my recovery, and I just kept hearing return to the land, and now I'm being taught like return to being a bridge, and I really don't want to let go of my earthiness. I really don't. And I also really know that I feel like I'm on the precipice of healing some really deep sisterhood in the collective. And in this time of what's happening in the world and how many sisters I've lost because I am not choosing a side in the war. I actually have chosen a side. It's people who choose life, and all who are being victim. People who are living in Gaza, and people who are not, and people who are in Congo, like everyone who is not in the intention to kill. I am on their side. And I pray that we can all get along, and that people won't kill me if I go somewhere or anything else, because I don't want to do that to anyone. And so how I'm navigating this time is by, instead of standing on the political side of things, I'm standing flesh to flesh next to people and holding ceremonies so people can stop having to know all of the fucking news, even though it's all fucking cryptic. And who knows what's real? Because God knows. God knows. That's it. God knows. Okay, I'm not gonna make it into a song right now. Gotta make it to laughter. Laughter's the way. So if you want to join any of these things, come join me. Yeah. I don't know how to end this. This has been great. I am acknowledging that I am a scattered sharer, and somehow I weave it all together. And I gotta go to humor to transition because wow, that was getting really dark. Because I don't want to talk about the war, but I really fucking care. It's just about, it's personal. It's personal. It's personal. So anyways, returning back to why I feel so honored to go sit Shiva and go to temple in New York. I really want to heal with my family. And I heard go east and heal with the family. In this time of war, because you have the codes to be able to heal the ancestral wounds of sister, brotherhood, and community. And I've been told this many times in different ways. And I know that when I get in communities that everyone considers a cult and I invite everyone to all the time, now I'm just creating my own spaces about it. That I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And I cannot believe, and I'm in awe. I'm in awe that Hashem has given me an opportunity to do this for Laura and her family, and to meet her daughter, and be with people that I really care about and barely know, but feel like I've known forever, and go to vote and sing Hebrew, and go light some candles, and paddle this woman home to the beginning and tell the stories, and tell the plays, reenact, eat their favorite foods, drink their favorite drinks, smell their smells, listen to their music, whatever is needed. I might be there for 24 hours, but I hope that it's the start of something that I can be space for. It feels like where I'm going to be for this year, oh my gosh, my whole body is tingling. It's very much in the act of birth and death doula. For all of these things to be put into practice, and for collaborations to be made, and for rituals to be made, so that people can do it in their own homes, but be able to access it, because we've produced it in a way where people receive a box of sorts of directions where you can just gather people and be the you, be the most authentic version of you, and that will light up the space. It's just me being Simcha. I embody the Hebrew name as much as I can to find the blessing of everything. It's like weird to be in such celebration of this really hard time for someone else, because I'm so eager to get there and just be love for these people. I'm so excited. And to be excited about that, like, that's really feels purposeful. Like, maybe I'm on to something, right? Like, if I'm this alive feeling, then like this may be what I'm here to do. So here's the beginning. Here's the beginning of igniting the birth and death doula in me. Here's to the returning of my moon, so that I can someday have my own birth. Here's to mothers and grandmothers and daughters and family and loves. Here's to the earth. Here's to the sacred skins, materials of this world. Here's to life and death itself. I love you.